It's happening.
Is this thing on?
It's happening. I said it was happening. It's happening. So it's happening.
Finally.
I guess it's
Aggressive.
happening.
It happened. I guess it happened all
Aggressive.
over the place. Aggressive
Just
people.
as
Hi,
engaged.
everyone.
Well, thank God Steve's back because Luke, it was a shit show when I was here last.
I
I
saw a great job.
Buddy.
I thought that was a great show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a great show.
good.
I loved it. I loved it. Are you kidding me?
You know, we
No,
even had
wait.
stuff like this popping up every now and then.
Oh, God. I can never leave. This is why you can never leave Luke in charge because you come back and there's all
Hashtag
random stuff.
No Rimmys for COVID.
That was me. Okay.
Yeah.
Vera's only
We must speak of Vera. Vera has fallen.
Oh.
Not fallen literally.
She-
Vera's not
White
well.
House is, or
No.
Eagle is
She's-
fallen.
She's not well. So we're sending our healing vibes to Our Lady V today because she's not well, and that's very rare that she's not here. She was here last week when we had Dogsy on, so that was craziness. We just had keeping it real.
Oh, he did come on at work.
He did. He came on and had a chat with us.
Was
yes.
I at work? Whatever. And I'm like,
You were
sending him the
somewhere.
shit.
You were
Yeah.
somewhere.
It was the
to
4th
deal
of
with something.
July.
Yeah, it was 4th of July.
You were
I
getting
watched
chased
that
by a
July.
fisherman with a hook, weren't you?
No,
4th
you
of
make me
July.
You're in
want
a parade.
Yeah, I'm taking the Don,
Oh.
dumbass. It was all very exciting. But
Let's
send,
let's send Vera a little gift and see if we can get it there by the end of the show, huh?
Okay, you go.
Should
for
we
it.
send her a cake? What should we send her? What do you guys want to send her?
She doesn't feel well. What about like
A
soup?
dildo?
Let's send
A
her.
double-ended
They're
dildo.
expensive. Just order her some Chinese. Let's order her some General
Send her a
Tso's.
little soup or something. She's not well. Send her a soup.
Yeah.
No, General
Ooh,
Tso's. That
wontons.
would make me feel better, Jeff. I would like that.
Don't, because last time we were at Jeff's house, we had Chinese. That didn't make anyone feel good, did it, Jeffrey?
No. And you know what? I don't think I've had it since.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should because we found out if Jeffrey's toilets could take a punch, and they can.
Hoo-hoo, we had
Oh,
chronic.
no.
It was not, but it was everyone. It was all three of the kids, Jeff, and then me. It was like, oh god, we're going
Yeah,
down.
you shouldn't do that to
Thank God I
children. They
wasn't there
can
that night.
dehydrate pretty quickly.
I know, right?
No,
So
we
many-
just got it after you came. We were fucking down for the. Every time somebody comes, I get the plague. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
we come
I
from this
hit the
little
button.
country
No,
over.
We come from
Bring
the
all our
outside
Australian
world.
gems.
Unclean. So,
Okay, what are you sending, Jeffrey? What are you really sending?
Should I send her some medicine too?
whatever.
Yeah,
She takes,
sure.
Oh, how
Are
about
you
some
like
Lysol
DoorDashing
disinfectant? Is that rude?
No.
No, she'd Lysol. She likes Lysol. She's a nurse.
Send her some Lysol. How about some vitamin
Yeah.
C? Should we send her some Dayquil and NyQuil?
What about some orange
Yeah.
juice? Orange
Yeah.
juice. Send us some orange juice.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Yeah, if
We'll
you
let
want
Jeffrey
to,
do
yes.
that.
No.
With the rest,
That's right. We'll
what-
talk, yeah, we'll talk amongst ourselves while you do that. Tim,
Yeah.
how are you doing? No, I'm not ready.
Good. I keep searching properties and homes for sale, and I just found this thing called oh god, what's it called? It's out of Funkies, and they're like snap together homes. And
oh, yeah,
I
they're
want to
like
buy one.
developable.
I want to just move to off grid and just leave people behind. I'm just done with it, and everybody makes me sick, and I'm just done. I'm done with everybody and everything. I'm ready for the apocalypse.
Oh god,
Yeah,
the animal Tim, exactly.
ready to go.
Those houses are amazing though. My Facebook algorithm is obsessed with the fact that it thinks I want to build a shipping container house.
Yeah.
Every second post is like shipping container houses. I'm like, okay.
Can we just discuss algorithms real quickly? The other night, Anne and Renata were doing their tarot card reading thing, right? And every now and then one of us would pop in, like, hey girls, how you going, blah, blah, blah. So I just messaged the girls and they chatted with me a little bit on their live stream. Holy crap, every single ad I've got now on Facebook is, are you looking for love? pay for our
Oh.
tarot reading right now. Like all these different psychics.
No,
So
Anna
apparently
Renata,
there's a woman-
let's be
No,
clear.
not Anna Renata. No. Just random ads. But apparently there's a woman thinking about me right now. And I'm like, well, good
Oh, are
luck
you
to
getting
her.
that too?
Yeah. Good luck to her because I don't see it working out. But anyway,
Luke,
Um,
Luke is the woman thinking about him right now.
possibly. Maybe.
Possibly. Depends on who's in control of the body that weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I'm allowed to do things I found out when I'm in character.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in
Yeah.
a minute. It's not your turn. It's Christina's turn.
Sorry.
How are you, gorgeous?
Okay. Hello. I am great. Oh, this is
Oh, that's
good.
convincing. I am great.
yeah, you know what? It's just
Synchronicity.
been crazy. That's really it. It's been hot as balls, and I'm over the heat, and I'm over the summer.
Are you
a
getting
fall
psychic ads?
winter girl. No, I'm not. What am I getting? I'm getting a lot of like just summer dresses, summer dress ads, like just clothes, mostly. Now that I'm thinking about it. Seeing the same fucking Halara dress ad like 700 times. It's getting really old.
Summer
Summer
dresses for
dresses, yeah.
Christina. She lives for it. She's happy. She's a happy girl in her summer dress.
I am.
Jeffrey, are you ready for me to talk to you?
Oh yeah, sure. It's ordered.
No, he's on it.
No, he's good. Hello, have you not been? Jeff can order and multitask. Like you'll mention something and then like 5 minutes later he's like, it's on its way. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Candy gets all mad because she'll be like, I'm talking as I'm doing like the store order. She's like, you're not listening. And then I'll like repeat back her whole conversation and she'll be like, oh, well, you weren't engaging with me enough. Now
We're
I'm
not
a fucking
engaging with you.
No, I'm trying to, but Luke's fucking with my shit.
I didn't touch nothing. Tim rejoined the chat, and I don't know
Oh,
why he
okay.
popped up. I didn't touch nothing, so don't even blame
I didn't
me.
touch anything.
Yeah, you can't.
Jeff was just
Tim,
like,
Tim can't touch anything. That's one of us.
man.
Oh, Safet has something to say. What happened, Jeffrey? I saw that everyone in your area was
I
talking about
know.
tornadoes and shit.
We were at the store, Weed Sport, and that's like a 3-story brick building. And I was like, let me tell you something, bitch. If shit starts coming, because I'm clueless. I don't really pay attention to the weather. I'm like, I'm grabbing the money out of the cash register and I'm bouncing out this bitch. I'm leaving the doors unlocked. We're just going.
Come and get all the ham you
Yeah.
want.
We were outside and like the lightning got like crazy for 5 minutes and that was it.
Oh shit.
So it was I think a ways from us, but
Do you think it was just a big media event because that movie Twisters came out?
oh, is it out?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, the kids will love. That's a great. Thank you. I know what we're gonna go do for their birthday because I'm the dad of the year.
Have they used their cards?
Oh yeah, we've gone to the movies like a million times.
Let's say.
It's
Trying to make it
not that I
cheaper.
didn't forget their birthday. I just wasn't paying attention to what the date and the month was. I knew it was July, but I just didn't realize how far into July we were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doing like the work schedule and I'm looking at it and it was like, oh, through the 20th. And I'm like, I don't have like the annual like adventure planned. I don't have the party planned. I'm like,
I'm way
Oh.
behind.
That sounds like such an
Oh.
old person dilemma. Someone in their
Oh.
40s.
It is.
I haven't even called the party planner. Like,
Oh,
Planner. Oh my
Who-
god.
I'm not doing it. What do you think I do? I use her.
Amazon's there for a reason.
No.
So
No.
easy. It's
I
easy
have
for
not
you,
worked
so.
this hard and not I'm a slave to those fucking stores. I'm not doing this shit. I call this
Yeah.
bitch. She comes and takes care of it all. And
I
don't
got her
have
pretty
those
sauced.
fucking things.
Remember you called her for Vera's birthday, and I actually got the party planner into the champagne because she was doing like the glitter day. I was like, oh, can you try that one for me? Tell me if it's nice. Can you try that one for me? Tell me if it's
Yeah,
nice.
she forced those down your throat, didn't she?
She did.
She did.
Oh.
It was all her
Jen's
fault.
amazing. I love
It's
Jen.
all we love Jen.
She's awesome.
Speaking of
there's nothing.
Tim
Speaking
melting
of
like Mira.
amazing, it's my turn.
Oh,
No, I was gonna say, speaking of drinking, here's Luke.
Okay, so yeah, I did.
No,
Well, I
you've
did
had you've had a little moment. You said.
yeah. So I did drag for my character on the weekend and went along to an event to, trial out the character with the crowds and that. And it was a hit. Apparently, I'm Lady Gaga now, though. And I had some margaritas, went to the strip club, and sat there and went, "Wow, I'm bored as hell. Like normally, strippers and crazy antics around me would be entertaining, but turns out I'm old too. So maybe I need to call a party planner. I don't know." But that was nice. It was nice.
Look, who has had what? Look, we're not fucking stay-at-home mothers, Luke. Like, that shit's not fun. And like going to do that shit, we're old. Who wants to fucking hang out with? I'm not gonna get on a pole at this age. That shit's not fun.
No, my lord.
In saying that, I think I would have made more money on the pole, but that's just me being probably.
Well, then why didn't you get on the pole?
Because I'm old, bitch. I would have busted a hip. Those poles are slippery.
That's
Have you
the
seen the
best part
juices
about being this
But you're
age.
not yourself.
If you
when
want to
you
get on the
are.
pole, get on the pole.
The whole
I
thing is to
disagree. I
be
think
somebody
every now
else,
and then,
right? Like,
every now and then you gotta just like let loose and go
Yeah.
wow, and then go. Then you next day you go, shouldn't have done that, but it was fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're disappointed
exactly.
in me not getting on the stripper pole. I probably
If
would have
that's-
tased,
well,
man.
yeah.
They don't let
No,
the punters jump on the
Luke,
pole.
last time I drank at Jeffrey's house, I did a split in a Taco Bell car park.
Oh my god, that was amazing. And then he
Yeah,
was
but you're
eating.
a gangster. You can do this
But I
shit.
ate Jeffrey's food that wasn't my food, and I was it was a good time.
All the hot food.
And then I was like, I shouldn't have done
Don't
that the
forget
next
that phone
day,
call.
I think
and I
that's
didn't.
at our age, right? Like that's the thing, right? We get into this part where we're coming into like, who gives a fuck what anybody thinks?
Yeah.
Just
I don't
do
anymore.
what you want to do. Like it doesn't matter
Yeah,
what our,
something that makes
you
you
know,
happy.
the relatives think. It doesn't matter what our friends think. If something makes you happy and that's what you want to do, you fucking do it because it's you don't
Do
have to
it.
follow somebody else's fucking rules. It's
Yeah,
your life.
right. Right?
Oh,
What an empowering moment. What an empowering
That
moment. That was
was.
very
We're in a mood today.
Actually,
And
almost
Jeffrey.
heartfelt from Jeffrey. That was
Oh
odd.
fuck you, con.
You are getting old, aren't you?
it's all good. You want to watch Jeff Jeff squirm, watch go back and watch last on Tuesday's episode when Katrina's like, I have some truths to tell. And I was like, ooh,
What did we I don't remember.
about Angelique and the Variety magazine and her outing herself to everyone. So if you're a fan of Nickelodeon's all that and a bit of the drama behind the scenes, and you want to know the exclusive scoop
Quite on set.
that Katrina A. Johnson revealed to the world as Jeffrey's eyes went like this, I knew it was happening. So that's the only reason I
Yeah,
was
I'm
like,
so mad at you because as her like person, I needed to like be like, no.
No, I said, "Are you sure?" She goes, "Yeah, I want to talk about it."
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it's fine that she talked about it.
Yeah.
I just would have
You just wanted early. You wanted warning.
to guide
But-
that conversation.
No, she'd already spoken to Daisy, so she was like, because she was
had a
because
talking points all lined
our
up. ready to rock.
girl was ready. Our girl was ready to play. She's like, I need to know what the topic is, and I'm going to be organized, and it's going to be good to go. I'm like, okay, this, and this. She goes, I've spoken to Daisy, and I have notes. I'm like, okay, cool. So she took notes. She was Katrina A. Johnson, journalist extraordinaire.
Wow.
I did ask if she could come inside. She's hosting a party, as you do.
Oh shit.
But she's
pissed at you,
Living
by the
that
way.
high life.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because I sent her the picture of her in the dress, and I said, Steve said that we should bury you in it. And she said he can fuck right off.
We're talking about the infamous Jeffrey's infamous wedding dress that Katrina
Got the
wore.
Blue
picture.
dress.
You want to see it? Should we
Right.
We've
just?
got the picture.
She'll
We've got the
fucking kill
picture,
me.
and I said a real friend would make her be buried in it, so she has no power over it. But,
She's gonna fucking stab me for this, but
yeah, well, at least I'll get off the fucking hook then. It'll be okay.
Oh,
She looks lovely. It was of the time.
does.
Let it go.
no, it
She
wasn't. I fucking hated those things. It was Bridezilla Joyce.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she looks lovely.
They were
She
cute.
looks
Come
lovely.
on. It was actually a nice color. So you
no,
know.
Yeah.
they were fucking horrific.
Jeffrey,
You
she
didn't
showed
have
up.
bright
So.
green or anything, so you
It
were
was
fine.
supposed to be a fucking beach dress, like a fucking sundress.
Yeah.
Plus, they should have checked Christina's
that
feet. It
wedding.
would have been all right. She could have hooked him up.
Yeah.
She was like,
I could have sent them
I could
some
have helped you. I could have helped you.
and
Essentially,
figured
a
everything
muumuu.
out.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Aren't we all this
Glowy.
summer looking for movies? All right, let's look at the bussies and jump into this
Hot
week.
load of hot topics.
He said the bussies.
Yeah, the
The
bussies.
Yeah.
Not bussies, bussies. Like
I
bosoms.
couldn't get that in quick enough. The sloppy move.
Sloppy baby. Sloppy baby.
Oh my
I
god.
shouldn't be allowed to
all
touch
right.
this pickup.
Are we ready to ruin our childhoods?
Oh,
Yeah, mate.
Come
Who's dead?
on.
Are you ready?
Is there
Fuck.
obituaries again?
Benji Gregory from Alf died recently
Oh well.
in his car with his assistant's dog.
Oh
How
yeah, no,
the
I read that. He died.
Yeah.
He,
Why?
like they were locked in the car and died at
fell-
sea.
He fell asleep at the Chase Bank with his dog, and they fucking just died.
Yeah.
That's
Well, he
what
must have
happened.
died first, and the poor dog couldn't get out. Poor dog.
Yeah, I don't know
No.
that. I don't know how that
No.
can voluntarily happen unless he'd locked the
Can I-
doors and I don't know, and been like
Can I
under the
speak on
influence.
this?
Mhm.
As like
You
a bank
can.
employee, like okay,
Go.
so I've worked at a branch before, not Chase, but as like a bank employee, you have to survey the parking lot twice before you come and before you leave. So what I don't understand is like how nobody noticed him. So if somebody was asleep, like you have to contact somebody. Like you have to make sure that like the cars are clear, like like everything
But
was
fairness-
okay.
And
Basically.
a
Has
dog's
anyone
not
noticed
barking.
him since he's been on Alf?
I wonder if it. No, but I
He's
wonder if
got
it like
conventions.
maybe if it
Yeah.
happened over the long are the banks open on the 4th of July and stuff like that. Like
No.
No. But it was
I don't know how
day.
recently it happened because sometimes they wait a while to release this kind of
People go to the
information.
bank.
I know, but
Was
I don't
it
know.
a
Banks,
or something
banks
too?
here are
Was
empty.
it
No
a
one banks
sudden-
anymore.
Was it like sudden heat or something? Because it seems strange. Like most people get
It's-
uncomfortable.
it's
and
red.
wake up like, oh fuck this. Like
Where
You
was
know?
he?
Yeah.
But that you would think the dog would have been going nuts in the car.
Yeah.
You're telling me nobody like drove by and
That's
saw
like,
like
what
a fucking,
time of day was this?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
where were
'Cause
we?
yeah.
Like,
It sounds suspicious to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
yeah,
I just don't.
something's not
It
right.
sounds like he took something, or like where he was like either heavily medicated or self-medicated. And if that happens to be, I don't know. I'm just saying, if that happens to be the case, it's a good thing he's dead because I would track him down and kill him for what he did to the dog. Like that is.
Oh,
like,
no.
that-
Oh shit! I forgot. It's a dog story.
That's the one thing that is sitting awkwardly for me. Like I can't.
yeah.
I go, okay, yeah, this guy's dead. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm picturing this dog panicking and suffering in the fucking passenger seat for
Yeah.
hours until
Well,
it died. of heat
Maybe
stroke.
he medicated the dog.
No, because he's a piece of shit.
I
If
would
that's what
hope.
he did, he's a piece of shit, and he fucking didn't care about the dog. You let that dog go, and then you kill yourself in the car. If you're fucking any sort of
Yeah.
like a heartfelt human being, I can't get over the dog.
I agree.
I'm sorry that this man is dead. If it's an accident, it's tragic and it's terrible, and the fact they're both dead is terrible. But I can't get past the dog, and it's
Let
just
it
sitting
go.
so terribly. For me.
Like, let it run
I
away.
always, I've got to sense.
Yeah,
I have
no
to
way to
sense
know,
the
man.
animal-related topics through Tim.
No,
If I want to
No,
push a
I
button,
agree
it's
with
just
him
animal
entirely.
topics.
I do. If this was a suicide, it was fucking awful and selfish. And
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I
oh,
cried
take
with
my
my
dog
dog.
with me.
we don't
yeah.
know.
After I read
but-
that this morning, I cried with my dog for an hour and 45 minutes. I was like,
Oh.
I would never. You know.
Jeff, are you doing
Oh,
that with your
oh,
little
cool.
hamster gerbil thing? You're holding that thing and going,
I
would
will
never.
fucking throw that rat in the backyard so fast.
What?
I'm so surprised it's still alive. No offense.
What's
Why?
going
No,
on?
that thing loves me. It fuck comes right up and it's like,
I know. And shit,
You have a pet?
that thing is like you're sitting there nice and quiet, and then all of a sudden it goes for a tear around the cage, and you think that like you're being under
Wait.
attack by a demon or something. It's like fuck
Oh,
me.
he's a
It's
friend, Jeff. You got to get him a friend.
no,
You have
they
a pet?
don't say that because we were at
Gotta get
Petco. We were at
Gotta get
Petco, and
There
Jeff
no
was
guinea pigs
Jeff was
when I was
this
there.
close. Jeff was this close to getting another one, and I said no.
I didn't see any guinea pig. Where's this guinea pig?
No, because you got rid of that giant
Oh,
cage.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah. He probably said this asshole. It's that this
It was like
asshole
in the
thing.
dining room, right? Or like in the living
Yeah.
room or something?
It's
Chill it
Lemmy
out.
Winks.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god. I
Little
just
Lemmy
remembered.
Winks.
Like it like just came to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then
I
we've
don't
had
remember
another. We've had another death overnight because
Oh,
keeping
God.
it, keeping it
fuck's
happy.
sake. We're
This
20
one's very
minutes.
sad.
Shelley Duvall.
Obituary. Oh, fuck. She looked dead in the middle.
I know.
Now she's had
Wow.
very very well publicized mental health issues and addiction issues.
What about chin issues?
After her,
Thanks to Stanley Kubrick, apparently.
yeah, thanks to Stanley Kubrick and him just wanting to drive her crazy, which it worked. But she was still working. She filmed a movie recently after like disappearing from fucking everywhere. I like amazing, but that voice. Oh,
Oh, look,
every
no,
time The
she's
Shining's
still-
on.
She's a very iconic actress, and
Daddy! It's like, oh, I'm like, stop talking like that. But she deserves an award for the amount.
Yes.
It's like, and ash just hanging off the cigarette, like inches of ash. Okay. The thing that was haunting no cancer.
your audio's
No.
gone real bad. Or
Yeah, your
The
eyes-
Shining.
your
No one
audio's-
likes The Shining. Fuck you all. I don't
No,
care.
you're
cutting
really,
out.
really not.
We can hear
Couldn't
you.
hear you.
No. I said the thing that was really haunting that hotel was cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was like, hello, tough room. Hey.
Yeah, she's in two of my favorite movies, The Shining and Roxanne, which I still think is such an underrated movie. But and she used to do like this fairy tale thing on HBO. I think it was on HBO. Like Jeff Goldblum was in it, where they used to do like modernized like
Fairy
dramatizations of fairy tales. Yeah. So like Jeff Goldblum played the big bad wolf, but he was like a used car salesman.
That game, Big Bad Wolf.
Why don't you buy a car? Why don't you buy a car?
Oh, stop.
Okay, Steve, who else is dead?
It's a long one.
Yeah, because the car will find a way.
It'll go.
Oh, my teacher. No, that's all the dead people I know. That's all the dead people I know at the moment. That's as
Thank
exciting
God.
as the dead people. Should we talk about? I have someone that's going to fire me up, but we'll just wait a minute.
Brittany.
Almost, but good point. Good point. That'll fire Christina up though. Now, I looked into this because I didn't post this article. Luke posted this article about John Cena retiring from the WWE.
Oh, look
Right?
at
I saw that.
Tits.
Do you
Live. I was
know-
watching it live.
Do you know that he still has to pay them shit from they've got nothing to do with? Like from every movie, everything that he makes, he has to pay the WWE.
Yeah, it would have been in his
percentage.
contract. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
about it.
I can see that.
I think they all have to do that
Yeah,
as long as they're under contract with WWE at the time.
yeah. And probably even his contract will be whatever royalties he makes, even after he leaves the company. He'll still probably have like stuff he signed during his tenure
In the wrong
there.
business.
Think about the housewives. When they sign those damn contracts for the show, any like future businesses, they have to give a percentage to Bravo.
Yeah, Andy Cohen's like, oh,
Yes, I just
shut up!
found
I've got to
you.
watch OC. Sorry, I just realised I've got to watch.
Triple H
Real
is like,
Housewives
yeah, we're
first.
in the fucking cage.
I like whatever. I would sell my soul to be on a show like that. Really, like, let's go.
I don't know.
I want
the
to be
last
friends.
couple
wanna
movies
be
he was
friends.
in, he looked real rough.
Oh, awful.
Oh, come
That-
on.
what
He
was
looks
that
like-
one? He
look,
just
that
played like the
Nicky,
friend.
Nicky Kaniki. The
Oh,
one
yeah,
who
he
plays
looks-
Nicky Kaniki.
He looks like
He
Nicky
seems to be an
Kaniki.
alcoholic in that
Nicky
movie. Isn't it? To look a bit
Right,
like
something like
Nicky
Nicky.
Sticky.
he
That was a
looks
good
real
movie.
rough.
That was a
Yeah,
exceedingly good movie.
It was all right. It was all right, but he
It was
looked
okay.
terrible.
Yeah, but he looked like shit. Yeah. We said it. We looked at each other and we're like, oh, jeez.
Oh wait, he's just retiring in December 2025. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh yeah, didn't we watch it?
Wow.
We could all
You
be
and I-
dead by then.
Nicky.
Yeah,
and I
you
watched
watched
it,
it
right?
together, didn't you?
Yeah, you and I watched it.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Then
Who
I-
fucking knew? Not me.
I caught the
Holy
end of it when I was in
who did you
the
get a fucking
UK.
guinea pig?
Right?
Not fucking me.
Who fucking
Right?
knew?
Who
Holy
fucking knows
fucking
about
shit,
shit?
yo.
That's what happens when you hang out with stoners too long.
No,
you
it's
know?
what happens when you hang out and you're fucking dying. Okay? We both were like fucking had the
When
plague.
you're fucking dying.
Like you know your friends when you like I got the flu, but I'm coming.
I'm coming anyway. I'm coming.
But you know
I'm
what?
bringing
You
it-
can die. Everyone here can die, but don't rely on true love's kiss to bring you back.
You know, let's not fucking talk about this shit, bro, because I am so mad at this.
Okay,
I
you
literally
exactly
had
why-
to smoke before the
this is
show 'cause
exactly
knew what
why
the
I
fuck
did
was
this
gonna
article.
happen. No, I can't.
No,
For
I
those-
can't.
for
I've
those-
got feelings too, but
Wait,
you
wait.
fly first.
For those listening, we've got to remember. we've
See,
got
Tim's
people
getting mad
listening.
too.
For those listening, we are talking about the article on our page about people thinking that Snow White needs an
No,
edit.
don't say people. Don't say people.
People?
Say her fucking stupid name. This
What
dumb
is her
bitch.
name? Hold on.
I don't fucking
Let me
know.
find the article. I will read the article.
Heather
so-
Hunt.
Nikki Hodgson
Nikki
says that
Hodgson.
Disney has a moral duty. They can be an ethical business if they want to be. They make billions every year from their film. Children watch their films from a very young age, and there are some of the series. The first stories they imbibe. Who says imbibe anyway? This is all about
Somebody
Snow
does
White
this one.
getting kissed
Ugh.
to without permission by the prince to bring her back to life.
Sleeping Beauty?
Snow White.
But
No,
hello.
No
Yeah, I
way.
know.
Yes,
I know.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
Exactly.
look,
How many
I
of these
commented
goddamn
this.
fables?
I said, if someone loves me that much, it's going to bring me out of the coma I'm in from the apple I ate. Go ahead. The consent's implied.
Part
Cash away.
of
Give me
it
a
was
drink
part
while
of the
I'm under.
spell. It was the spell. The
how about
witch put the
bestiality?
fucking spell on her, and that's what happened. She said, "True love's kiss." It was her. That's what needed to wake her up. You wanted her to die and rot on a fucking bed with one kiss, a fucking peck. Did he say he touched her tit? Did he
The
say he
bed would have
fingered
had
it?
a
No,
kiss.
it was a kiss, and that was it. Like, what the fuck is the problem? Why do we have to harp on this shit? Like, this is the same as Ariel being black in the live fucking feed of Mermaid. Suck my ass. I am so over this shit. Stop it with the Disney movies. Knock it the fuck off. Let it go. Let it be. We grew up just fine. I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
And not just
I
you.
talk about Britney after this. I'm over it.
Not just you. This movie came out in 1930 fucking something, didn't it? Like,
32,
1937. 1937.
It
Generations
can't
of
color.
children have been just fine. Like, you know.
No, it's like a 2-second part of the whole movie. It's literally like 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like what a great scene too. Like all the dwarves are crying, they're torn apart, the animals in the woodlands are fucking distraught, and this man comes walking up, pecks her on the cheek, and she's fucking revived, and what a happy ending. But no, fuck you, because I wasn't kissed in school, and this promotes rape culture, and fuck this, and get over yourself and your fucking virtue signaling, you pieces of shit.
And
You pieces
if
of
Snow
shit.
White
Go
died
make
on the
Go
slab,
make your own fucking fairy tale where, you know, he shakes her hand and she wakes up and asks for permission. Can I shake your hand? Can you respond yes if you're dead? And then I shake your hand and everybody's fine. This is the dumbest. This is insane.
and
This
what
is
if she
insanity.
shit herself in a coma? Because people shit themselves in comas. Who's going to clean her? Does she need to consent for that?
Yeah. Let's just play
My-
this piece
alright.
of shit for years and years.
So
and
my-
years.
I
Right
get-
on a fucking cable.
the issue of consent is an important thing. I don't think it needs to extend to fairy tales because these
No.
like when does
It's a fairy tale.
become a moral issue? Because if somebody's choking to death and you're the only person there and you have to give them CPR and
I'm
they didn't
certified in
consent to that,
CPR.
can you be sued for that?
If
that-
they
is
don't
that a
respond, it's
consent
not up to
issue?
you. It's up to you to save their life.
I
It's
believe there's
your
something called a good
decision
Samaritan law,
at
right?
that
Like
point
if you refuse, you can get in trouble.
Yeah, like I don't get
Yeah,
like it's just yeah.
Well,
But these
like
are
you said,
also
at what point does it stop? She could also talk to the fucking animals in the forest. Should we have her tested for psychosis and her fucking mental health went unchecked for 20 years?
attempted
You
murder
know,
for
probably
that
drugged
old
up.
woman attempted to kill her.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. What about the attempted murder by the stepmother? Oh, all stepparents are.
Why is the stepmother allowed to fucking murder people just because she's a woman?
Well, why
What
is
about
it always
the
the
husband?
stepmother?
The boy part.
Why are the
Come on.
stepmothers always evil?
Because they
Because
usually
they're
are.
usually
Yeah,
hot.
how are they gonna
They're
get
usually
consent
fuck.
when she's
They're usually
passed
hot.
the
The
fuck
stepmothers.
out?
They're like,
Well, depends what website you go to.
My favorite porn. My favorite porn.
stepmother.
It's like, and the second she wakes up, don't they kiss again? Like, isn't she
Yeah,
like, oh,
They live
thank you.
happily ever after. But this is
They
the
would have
thing.
done more than kiss after.
There's
Right,
people,
it doesn't
people are
cost you
outraged about. People are outraged about this, but the people are all, like they're saying that the 2025 film may not include the live action film that they're doing, but people aren't happy with that film either because Snow White's played by Rachel Ziegler, who is not. She's like got some different nationality
white.
of descent.
Is that what you want to
She's
say?
not
She's
white.
not
They're saying Snow White is not white, so she has. That's wrong. I'm like,
Oh my god.
is this really
Guess
what we're going to
what?
focus on in the world? Right?
Nobody gives a
Snow
fuck.
White ain't
Except
white,
for these
so it's not right.
little fucking asshole teenagers who are growing up with a silver spoon up their twats, and it's getting really fucking annoying. Like, why are we complaining now? Like, why is everything like such a complaint? I just
And
don't
we-
understand. Like, deal with it.
Yeah, go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so I saw just like about what Chrissy just said, like that this generation that like 20 somethings right now is the first generation in something like I don't know 100 years to not grow up with any sort of conflict, like international conflict. So they're creating conflict. You know what I mean? Like you had the World War, you had World War One, you had the Korean War, you had the Vietnam War, you had the Desert Storm, you had the War on Terror, and all that. This is the first generation who hasn't experienced anything like that, and now they're creating conflict in like so they're dissecting minutia in pop culture.
They need to know they need to know what it's like to be thinking that you're gonna like wake up with a glowing skeleton and stuff. That's like
I mean,
bigger
are they
picture things.
Are they creating conflict, or are they finding the conflict in their own country? Right, they're finding it in their own backyard, and to them, they're seeing the flaws of what they feel is America, right? And so they're like, well, we don't like this and we want to change
You know
it.
what they should do?
But that's them, right? That's their generation. They're like, we don't like the way things are going. We're coming up, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, right? Like I'm not saying I agree with it, but I think they're saying like, we don't like this shit. We don't like the way you guys are doing this, and we want it done differently. And that's their right.
But then they don't do anything to change it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing. I mean, it's still the same shit over and over. And they feel like it's so it came out in 1937. So you're speaking on behalf of 2 generations ago. Your grandparents or your great grandparents' generation, who you haven't even confronted on. Hey, did this make you feel awkward, or did you have a problem with this when you're growing up? No, they're just speaking on other people's behalf.
I feel the same way. Like, as a gay dude, right? Who, when I was in my late teens, right before I got 20, I would wear mascara, eyeliner, glittery lip gloss, and nail polish, and wear 3-inch heel boots around town, right? And bandanas, right? So I'm wearing like half girl clothes and stuff, right? And just kind of throw it in people's faces just because people said I couldn't, right? So fuck you, right? So did that make me trans? Did that make me want to be a woman? Right? But I don't want a fucking label. I was just doing whatever the fuck I wanted because I could. And nobody could tell me I couldn't. Right? And then we wanted gay marriage because gay marriage wasn't legal. It wasn't about a fucking label. It wasn't about anything but just being accepted. I couldn't walk down the street holding my significant other's hand. It was
Right.
just about being equal. Now, I didn't get a fucking email. Nobody asked me if I wanted to be gendered as a fucking cis man. Nobody asked me if I want to fucking be labeled when I wear something. Right? So
Yeah.
now there's this new generation deciding all these things. I didn't get asked. I'm a gay man. And all these decisions are now being made and being put on me. So yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
I have a bigger decision to ask to further this question, because there are big decisions to be made in the future. Obviously, it's an election year, but probably the biggest decision that you're going to have to make come November. Will you see Wicked or Gladiator 2?
I didn't get this.
It was
So
a bad
Wicked
segue, right?
has no, it's not. At least I have him. Wicked originally had a December release date, right? Look, going back in previous skill set there too. And they've moved Wicked's release date to the exact same date as Gladiator 2, in hope of creating the Barbenheimer effect, is what they're calling it. When Barbie and Oppenheimer were released on the same day, causing box office war, and both of the movies were ultra successful. Both of the movies were nominated for Oscars with everyone involved in it. You know, they're just trying to replicate pop culture, which never. Yeah, do you know all right, dating ourselves here. When we first got a DVD player. First got a DVD player. One of the first DVDs I got was Gladiator. I never watched it because I wasn't interested. Russell Crowe gives me rickets, but it's just like I'm sure that some people really care about it, but Pedro Pascal's in it.
Is he in the sequel?
No, he's too fat now.
Well, he died in the end of the first one.
Yeah, he dies at the end of the first one.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, see,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for a 20-something-year-old movie. Yeah,
I don't fucking know what it is.
and then Wicked's just going to be the biggest, gayest explosion in the world. It's just
but you know, I think that so you're looking at that Barbenheimer effect, right?
Yeah.
The difference is that Oppenheimer and Barbie were both original films, so they had nothing to compare to.
Correct.
Wicked, you're going to compare it right to the play, and Gladiator's going to be compared to Gladiator 1. So if either one of them suck, get ready for the immense backlash from fucking fans, who have tremendous followings for both of these movies. Gladiator's a classic. Whether you've seen it, Gladiator's a classic movie.
Even just for Elizabeth Taylor going Gladiator at the Oscars, remember? Just off a tree. Gladiator. It's great. She died.
And Wicked obviously has this insane following, theatrically. So you have the chance here to disappoint a lot of people on one weekend. So I don't really think it's quite the same
What a
thing,
gas that would be, wouldn't it, if they both fucking tanked?
If they both bombed and some random movie just went through and smashed it out.
The box office really is a fucking train wreck. Isn't it?
It is. And these tentpole movies that they think are going to do amazing things are flopping these days. But more to Tim's point, Barbie and Oppenheimer had important things to say about, humankind and our past and how we perceive things. These are made up stories. I don't see how you think you can replicate that craze because it happened once.
We won't know till they're out though, because there could be more layers to these films that are coming out. We don't know. Everyone thought when the Barbie movie was coming out, it was just going to be just whatever.
Everyone's
movie.
like, fucking Barbie. Who watched a Barbie movie? Every fucking cunt and their dog. 4 times.
I saw it for the first time a week or two ago. I was 25 minutes in when I started watching it. And
I thought it was
my
great.
husband looks at it and he's like, I was so into it. And he's like, what the fuck are you watching? I said, shut the hell up. I said, I watch whatever the fuck you want to watch. I said, I'm watching this movie, just fall asleep. And I was so into it, but I missed the first 25 minutes. I feel like I missed so much.
The first 25 minutes are hard comedy. Yeah, it's hard comedy.
It is not what you think it's gonna be at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's got that fucking song.
I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Like,
And the kids wanted to see it. And I'm like, what? Of course, I'd have the 3 fucking boys that want to go see a fucking Barbie movie, right? Like, so now my gay ass, being the single fucking gay dad, has got to take 3 goddamn boys to go see Barbie. And you know, everybody's going to be like, oh, the fag dad wants to take his boys to go see
He's
Barbie.
indoctrinating them
He's
boys.
dragging his gay, you know, the gay dude's dragging. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh my god.
oh dear.
It was so good.
Good news. Margot's pregnant, so happy muzzle. Happy
What?
muzzle to Margot. Yeah.
Aw.
Margot's Barbie's having a
Yeah,
baby.
she's
Oh
amazing.
god, Margot's having a baby. More gay news. Apparently there's a Devil Wears Prada 2 happening. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think so. I want to see more. They haven't
I
gotten
think
Anne
they-
Hathaway though yet.
That screams like you're gonna ruin a good movie to me.
Yeah, that's like if it was gonna happen, it probably could have happened 10 years ago. It's
Well,
a
that's
long
Meryl. Think about all the stuff that's happened in real life with that chick. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Well,
a
yeah,
lot of stories.
they're
you could
saying
do
it's
with
going to
her.
be the decline. It's going to be about the decline of the magazine world and rah rah rah.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot.
it's just Emily Blunt and her at the moment. No,
Well, it would make
Anne
sense
Hathaway.
to Anne
Hathaway.
Hathaway. Why would you have her
Catwoman.
back? Because it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I would
She's
have
got
somebody else have a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense that she wouldn't be there. As great as she was in it, it should be something.
I have trepidation about that. I'm like, oh, the first movie's
Have
iconic.
you watch the new Beverly Hills Cop or the Nicole Kidman
No.
movie with Zac
I want to
Efron?
see. I want to see the Beverly Hills Cop one, but I have
It
not
was
seen it.
so much fun, and the soundtrack was 80s. It was
Apparently, the new Nicole Kidman Zac Efron movie should be called Face. What have you done to your face?
no. Well, yeah, his
No.
face, like he talks about stuff though. They talk about, they put a line in there about him having, like, he almost died, and his face. It was a cute movie. It wasn't as
Well,
good
what
as the
would
Anne
you like to
Hathaway
see a
one.
sequel to? Like, I'm looking forward to Sister Act 3. Like, would you be happy of an
Is
original
that ever going to
movie?
film?
Yeah,
Like, I'd
apparently
like to
this
do a
year.
new Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I think they could do a lot of
That
good
got
now with
canceled.
technology we got.
I saw that one that Steve, you said they've kind of been talking about it. It hasn't really been. It's not really getting any traction. Was Death Becomes Her, the remake of that? Look, it's
Yeah,
not a sequel, I guess, but
Death
that
Becomes
was
Her has
cool.
just become a musical though, so it's just
Oh,
hit
okay.
it's just hit Broadway. But that remake, it's one of those fake posters that they make that's like, yeah, this is
Oh,
happening.
wasn't
and
that
you're like,
Goldie Hawn, or it was going to be?
it was going to be Anne
Hathaway.
They're saying it was Anne Hathaway and Kate
Hudson.
Hudson.
That
Yeah.
would fucking actually be.
That I like them.
That would be amazing.
Chris 15. Okay, cool. I like it. I do want to see Sister. I think Sister Act 3 would be good. What's the other one? Bette Midler's just said that they're talking about Hocus Pocus 3 being an actual big screen movie.
You don't think Sister Act 3 is going to be hard in today's time? Like, who cares about Catholicism and nuns? Like,
But I don't think it was ever about Catholicism. But the movie's more about Catholicism, really.
But I mean,
it was
it's
like,
about
look at what we
nuns
made
and,
a nun.
and church and like Catholic school. Like, I don't see how that story.
Maybe
fits in today's
maybe
world.
that's the story, Jeff. That the decline of religion and why these nuns keep going, etc., etc. That might be the story. We never know. We never know.
These podcasts keep
There is mystery. There is mystery.
You
More
sound like
mystery
shit.
about who is going to be the Super Bowl act for 2025. Apparently, the shortlist has leaked, and at the top of the list is Miley Cyrus.
Don't act like y'all don't know this song.
Miley Cyrus is apparently in the lead to be the Super Bowl halftime entertainment. I could see it happening.
Already.
I could see it happening. Like the other acts that are shortlisted are apparently or wishlisted, shortlisted: Drake, Dua Lipa, Nicki Minaj, Post Malone, Justin Bieber, and Lil Wayne, and of course Taylor Swift.
He was not going to do it.
I would like Taylor Swift's not going to do it. She can't monetize it.
Taylor Swift's not-
Why
She
can't
can't
we get
monetize
Dolly
it.
Parton to do it? I'd like to see
Well,
Dolly. I'd like to see
well,
Dolly.
that's the thing. If
Miley goes on,
if Miley
definitely
goes
comes
on,
out.
she'll roll out Dolly. She rolls out Dolly all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Come on, Dolly, let's go." But I want to ask, who do you think should do it?
Miley.
No, out of anyone. If it was anyone in the world, all right. Here's my two. I'm surprised
Alive
this
or
hasn't
dead?
already happened. I'm surprised this hadn't already happened. But Jeffrey will probably back me up on this one. I'm surprised they haven't done a boy band thing, and they haven't had NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys do it.
And
I think
Lucas,
and New Kids on the Block as their guest. That was what I was going to say. Could you imagine? People would lose their fucking minds because all over TikTok at the moment, all over TikTok.
Diddy wouldn't allow it. Okay.
Or
all
like
over the TikTok.
with them and like
Diddy.
TLC and like Paula Abdul, that whole like
Yeah.
group that tours
Like-
together.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
imagine
now you've got
That'd be
me
people would
fucking
thinking.
huge.
People
I
would
know who
lose their
should do it.
minds.
Yeah.
I think
I know
they
who
should get all 5 Spice Girls and get them to do
Oh.
it. Even Posh.
That would be a thing. But
I would record that. I would record that.
Yeah.
do you know who I thought would like make people lose their minds if they could get their shit to one of them could get their shit together because one of them has their shit together. Could you imagine if they actually got Britney and Christina to do it together?
I was just thinking that too.
They already
Okay.
got
People
to
would
get
lose their
Even-
fucking
and
minds
Madonna.
over that.
Now, see, that would be if you could pull off like saying it was going to be one person and then Britney showed
And then
up.
she's like, "Oh, I'm not crazy anymore."
I think that would fucking. I think
Yeah.
it'd shut down the fucking whole internet. I think
Because that
it would.
Yeah.
The power grid would
Like
probably
modern
fail.
dance.
That's what was
It's Aguilera and
Yeah.
they just have Britney come out.
Yeah.
that was what was missing from Usher's thing. It was very like, okay,
He had Ludacris and he had.
I know, but there was no surprises. Like I was like,
There were
everyone was-
surprises. Who came out at the end? Not
pretty
Lil
expected.
Lil
Alicia
Jon?
Keys,
That
Alicia
girl
Keys
rolled off
sleeping
the
off
stage.
the-
What are you talking about? That was
Yeah,
I was
but you
shocked
gotta
on
be
that.
like into that, right? I think Usher was like very big for me. Like everybody
Yeah.
he brought out, like that was
I
all my
loved
jam.
it.
Yeah, I, thought
Yeah.
it
I would
was
just
good.
like something unexpected.
I
Like,
think
you
that was
know,
way better than The Weeknd.
Let him pull his dick out next time. Jesus.
Please. Well, let's face it, Justin Timberlake ain't going.
P. Diddy.
Yeah, let P. Diddy.
Cool.
You know what?
Who they
As
want,
much
who
as
they
he's a
want. I was
dirty
gonna say
fox,
Justin Timberlake.
that bitch has got some bangers.
Yeah.
Like, last night I couldn't even get an answer.
Oh yeah.
I tried to
Interesting.
call,
Interesting
but my phone
choices.
wouldn't
Yeah,
let
but-
me.
I would like to see Lil Wayne.
Because you had a dick down your throat,
Lil
bitch.
Wayne fan.
I would like to watch Kelly Clarkson just sing other people's songs.
It is really fun.
She-
I love
she's-
it.
Wu Tang with AI Old Dirty Bastard. That would be pretty cool.
Featuring Kelly Clarkson.
Featuring Kelly Clarkson.
Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers.
Could you imagine Mariah just going,
Oh, dude.
Could they get everybody washed up from like a random year in the 90s, like top 10? And just
Yeah.
everybody come out and do a song from like the 90s?
Chris Cross,
Everyone
make
does
it.
it.
Jump.
everyone that was part of making the band has to do it. It's just like, go. And then film a reality series about them having to do the Super Bowl.
I actually really love
talking
when
about Diddy.
J-Lo
Is that
did
too
that.
unlimited? No.
Yeah, J-Lo and Shakira was good. J-Lo delivered.
I
She
like
was like-
the docu-series though that she did leading
Yeah,
up
that
to
she did
the
about it.
Super Bowl thing. I thought that was cool. That I liked.
Yeah.
I was going to say she hasn't learned from her past, but some people don't learn from their past. Do we all feel sad for Ellen?
Why
I
that
don't.
happened?
Ellen is going to
Why?
retire from show business after her tour and her Netflix special because she feels like she got cancelled because she was mean.
What? I don't understand. Did something happen?
Yeah, that's exactly
No,
why.
she-
You agree?
Rumors
Yeah.
that she was
Yeah.
rude.
Exactly what
so
happened.
Ellen is the thing is Ellen has not learned anything from the whole thing that's happened to her and doesn't see anything that she has done as wrong. And she's blaming the public for her for the cancellation of her show, for she's cancelling dates of this stand-up tour that apparently everyone wanted her to do. And then she's got a Netflix thing coming out, and then yeah, she probably did. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
hashtag Ellen drove and
But she's just-
into the wall.
But she's just so the thing is, she's just so tone deaf about it. Like about anything to do with normal life. Like she doesn't get the fact that okay, it's not about you. It's also about the toxic workplace that you created. People weren't allowed to look you in the fucking eye. That's not being mean. That's being a queer cunt.
So like, isn't that like a sociopath, right? I mean,
Yeah.
let's just call it straight. You're a fucking sociopath, and nobody likes you. So
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
blew it. You blew it. You blew it.
And-
You had your chance, and you
You
blew
raised
it.
your hand and no one likes it. So sorry.
The thing, like her making Mariah Carey drink on the show because there was rumors that she's pregnant, and she's like, "If you're not pregnant, you'll drink the champagne."
Look,
It's like,
look. I
you
mean,
don't do
people
that to
jump on
somebody.
her ass for that, and I'm like,
cuntish.
come on. At the time, like everybody was laughing. It was a joke. It was supposed to be
But
funny.
was it though?
It
It wasn't.
was like it
No,
was
I don't think it
comedy. Like I think
Turns
a
out
lot
she-
of people
turns out-
would have done
Turns
that.
out she'd had a miscarriage, so it's not that funny.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's not fucking Ellen's fault. Like it fucking happened. Like I think people like going back into the interviews and like looking for fucking reasons to attack
Like they
her.
did with Diane
That's not right.
Sawyer.
Her being a fucking asshole to her employees,
It wasn't
Fine.
a reason if it was.
but
If it's not a reason if
her
it was there.
doing bits on fucking talent like that, doing that, like she was just trying to be funny. Like, and sure, maybe now it's not appropriate, but then, yeah, I mean, that's something you fucking do. I'm sorry, but I've done shit like that to my friends that were pregnant. But bitch, okay, fine, have a fucking drink then. Take this fucking drink, bitch. Fucking here, do it. Smoke the cigarette, do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
But I find
Honestly-
the discourse is a bit funny because for those of us that remember Ellen's stand-up before she became America's safe lesbian, her stand-up was mean. Her stand-up was nasty. Like she wasn't like all flowers and
Do you reckon
beautiful.
she
Like
never used to really tell jokes that would insult someone, like in particular? She would self-deprecate, I think. But
she would self-deprecate, but she I've seen a couple of stand-up shows where she doesn't. She's not like flowers and fucking
I
sunshine.
don't think that, there was kind of like Rosie though. Like neither one of them like gave themselves the title of the fucking Queen of Nice, right? It was people assumed that they were that fucking way.
But when it becomes your brand, it's an issue.
Yeah, but that's
Because-
not when people. Yeah, but
Except your stuff.
people think that I'm a fucking nice person, and I'm not. I'm an asshole, and I will tell people that, and they still think I'm fucking nice. Is that my fault or theirs?
He says as he sends Vera soup.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me a nice person, though. That's just because I send my friend soup doesn't mean I'm a nice boss.
Yeah, but that's it. But that's
did
the
she
thing.
get her
And
soup
that's-
yet? Can you check in
No.
with Vera? We'll get
She's
towards the end of the
probably
show.
not awake. She's probably like out of it. She probably doesn't know what's happening.
Being a boss and a person are two
That
different.
don't really
there's
look
I
like
think
her
that's a different
porch.
relationship. And you don't have to be
Like,
not.
you don't want to meet work me. Like work me is like a completely different person than like real me. Like
Same.
I go in and I'm like,
I try and be
Yeah.
the same, but like when I'm seeing the
good old
patient,
girl.
I am different to how I am with my colleagues out the back. Like, when I'm
Yeah.
seeing the person,
There's
it's
a difference between your
professional
professional environment and your professional, character and the way you
you
interact
don't
with
want to hear
people.
me into the phone. You wouldn't even know who the fuck is on the other line.
I know.
You wouldn't
I love
even
my
know
retail
it was
voice.
me.
My retail voice
Wouldn't
gets
you
me
do-
all
can
the
you
time.
do a hello? This is Christina.
Answer the phone, Christina.
So and so. This is Christina. What may I help you with today?
Oh,
That's not me. That is not
Do you want me to do my? Do you want me to do
Never
my
that person.
my? I used to when I was a waiter. Hey guys, how we going tonight? Welcome to Lone Star. Have you all been here before? Okay, great. I'll grab some drinks to start off with.
Do you like ribs? Do you like 'em?
Yeah, give me some fucking money. I need tips to
Oh.
drink. That was me, baby. I used to get
Yeah,
tips
right.
galore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Making it rain on
We
myself.
killed Jeff, man. Look, he's not.
I know. Hi everyone. It's
I mean,
called present.
again,
That was-
I feel like I'm nice, but I'll be like,
No.
hi,
What do
how
you
are
want
you?
to hate?
Like, I don't know. Like,
Oh,
I'm
no.
just, I mean,
I actually got spoken to at work the other day because I snapped at a client on the phone. But
I
oh,
I got
Yeah.
I got spoken to about a group message I put in one of the chats for work, saying that the person that I named by name felt that the conversation was very pointed. I went, because it was. What do you want me to say? You did something wrong. I'm telling you so that you know and everyone else knows that that's not what we do. It is pointed. Grow up. It's work. Suck it in.
Yeah.
All right, we ready for the view from here? I've got something different for you guys. Here we go. We have an audio visual component there. It's a video. When I watch it, this is not.
What?
Wait, you're picking up again. Stop.
Is anyone understanding
No, I'm going to play it. Hello?
Yeah,
What?
you're there
There you go.
again now.
Better.
This is an audio visual component. You're going to have to watch it. This comes from TikTok. Now, it is not this creator's story. She gets people to submit stories, and then she reads them. So I want you to watch this and give me your opinion. Wait, I have to get it right to the beginning because it's good. Here we go.
And I don't know what to do. For context, yes, I knew my brother was out of the closet. However, I had no idea about my husband. Worst part is I actually caught them in the act and I cannot get the image out of my head. I was away on a girls trip and I actually ended up coming back a little bit early. Something in my gut was telling me to come home. My husband was just acting really weird. So I changed my flight to come home one day early. When I pull up to the house, I see that my brother's car is in the driveway. So I instantly thought that my gut was just wrong and I'm gonna look like this crazy girl coming home early. That was until I opened the door and I literally heard them in the act. I wish I could go back in time and just walk right back out that door because I already am scarred from hearing it, but what I saw was even worse. I literally just went on autopilot and ran to my room and caught them in the act. And this is where people might say that I'm the asshole in this situation. My first instinct was to throw anything and everything that was close to me at them. I don't even remember exactly what I was screaming, but I just know I was screaming at the top of my lungs. And then I left and I immediately called my mom and dad. And the worst part is that they already knew. They said that my brother confided in them about 6 months ago and begged them not to tell me. That it was up to my husband to tell me to come out of the closet. And that we need to respect my husband and give him that time. My parents told me that they agreed not to tell me as long as my brother immediately stopped seeing my husband, which my brother assured them that he did. So once I figured this out, I also went off on them, yelling, screaming, cussing. The next day, I immediately went to go file for divorce. And I'm currently staying with a friend and I refuse to talk to anyone in my family. I not only feel so betrayed by my husband, my brother, and now even my parents. My brother says I'm an asshole and I'm overreacting and that I just need to talk to my husband and have an open conversation. And that there's no reason why him and I can't be friends. Parents say that I'm an asshole because I also cut them out of my life based on my brother's actions. So my question to you guys is, am I the asshole? Did I overreact?
That was a lot. I
know.
I think she's an asshole for making that video. Like it's a lot. His
It's
brain's
a lot.
still intact after that.
I have to go to Jeffrey because I feel like Jeffrey has feelings.
I feel like she did a disservice because we need to see what the brother and the husband look like, right? Like we need, like, I can't fully judge this situation until I see what they look like. No, I don't think she's the asshole.
No, I don't think she's the asshole.
No. I mean, granted, okay, husband's going through shit, but you don't get to fucking lie to somebody about who you are, fuck their brother, and then be like, you don't get to be upset about this because I was the one in the closet. No! You fucked her brother, and her parents knew. What?
Yeah,
What?
I know, it's like
That's
some
the
Days of Our
worst.
Lives shit, right?
What the fuck? No. They're all the ass. No.
I don't know why you, in this day and age, and I know I get people are religious, people are like all that kind of stuff, but if you even have the inkling that you might not like jive down on the lady cave, why do you get married? Why? Like, there's so many other options
And
Yeah,
they
these
knew for
day and age.
6 months?
6 months.
What the fuck? I mean, that's not like 6 days, 6 weeks.
No.
6 months?
Yeah, and who knows how long it had been going on before that.
Right.
because the brother just decided to tell them 6 months ago. That doesn't mean that they have been fucking the entire relationship or before that. That
And
is
who else is he fucking?
right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Or
Like,
did he marry her before the brother? And maybe he knew the brother beforehand and just is now married to the wife for safety and for cover to get to the brother.
However, I do think making videos like this and like she's like putting the shit in the fridge and whatever.
It's how they
It's very
do stuff on
attention
TikTok
seeking.
now. Like it
You-
keeps
you-
people interested, and then they'll have
That's
like
what I
someone
said.
putting
No,
nail
no.
polish on in the corner.
that
or
wasn't her
something.
story. That was her audience submitted story. That wasn't hers. She was
All right.
yeah. Yeah.
Better.
She
Like I hate when people are, like there was somebody, I don't know who, if I sent it to one of you guys or not, right? Like the chick was a bigger girl. And she's like, my husband just left and I don't know what to tell my kids. And she's like throwing herself against the fucking wall and like crying and slide. Well, she didn't really slide down the wall as much as she plopped. You know what I mean? And it's like, bitch, you had to set the fucking camera up.
right. Yeah.
Like, what are
I'm
you
so
doing?
traumatized. Wait.
If you fucking spend that much time maybe talking to a fucking therapist.
Hi guys, welcome to Lifestyle.
Yeah.
What? Why are you filming this part of your life for social
I hate
media?
the people that are like, a day in my life, and then like they have them getting out of bed. Like you sat that
you had
time
to,
before
yeah,
you got
you had
out
to
of bed.
set that up. Let me see
gotta
your
stop
eye
yourself.
half crusted over, drool on your shoulder, hair all fucked up. That's how you really wake up. No one goes like this.
Oh.
Yes,
Damn.
yes, Anne H is dead. But updates on news stories that we didn't know about.
My world.
But I just
How can a good little girl like you?
who I don't get. I just don't get the need to put it all out there. Like, I'd be embarrassed if my husband was fucking my brother over me. Like, why would you tell anyone that? Why would you tell anyone that?
You wouldn't tell anybody that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right? How could you tell anybody? Like, hey, my brother's been fucking my husband for 6 months. My parents knew.
I know. You would move to another country, would you?
You would never be able to talk to my parents ever again.
And for sure, the parents have told somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, parents don't keep that information to themselves. They would tell auntie so-and-so or their best friend. So everyone knows that your husband is fucking your brother.
Right? Could you imagine, like, going to a fucking high school reunion and being...
Imagine going to I'd be more worried about the family barbecue about if he's going to pick up your uncle or something.
Right, what happens at a family reunion?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Does he go as your date or your brother's? Like,
yeah, like, did they get a discount on a room? Like, is that like, I don't know what's going on. I just don't know.
I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing that, like, millions of people have affairs right behind their wife's back, but like the parents to me is like the whole point. It's like the big part of that story. Like, fuck you. Like, seriously, fuck you and you both can fucking go fuck. Like, it's that.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's it's your husband's responsibility. No. Someone give me a fucking heads up that I might be walking in on to him cheating on me, let alone with my brother.
Like,
you know what I mean? Before I walk in on something like that.
Right.
Like, 'cause now that I've walked in on it, like, anybody who had any inkling is now dead to me. You know what I mean? Like, you're on my shit list.
Betrayal by more than just.
Well,
I mean, her
I
brother's
don't-
betrayed her, and then the rest of the family has too.
Listen,
That's actually
as far as
some
friends
good
go,
shit.
I don't agree with that because I feel like friends always get the fucking shaft. Like, if they know the spouse is cheating, I don't feel like I don't feel like, as far as a friend goes.
No, but I mean, the people involved in that story, you know what I mean?
Your parents?
If someone goes to my parents to confide in, if my brother or my sibling goes to my parent to confide in them that I've got this, like, not issue, it's not that it's in it, but like issue as far as like I'm hooking up with my wife. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's like, yeah, I'm not saying he needs to be ostracized for being homosexual. That's obviously a whole nother conversation to have. But like you're cheating, you're having an affair with, like, if it was my brother, I don't have one, but if it was my brother and I found he was sleeping with my wife, it would be the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I could care less if the two parties involved are homosexual. I mean, it's a little disconcerting that my husband is now, homosexual. So we've been married for however long. But, I mean, it's like you said, it's complete betrayal by the family. Like, you guys, like, I'm out here all alone.
They picked their son over their daughter.
Legit.
Yeah.
Legit. Yeah, and that's
I would
an
never
issue.
forgive. Never forgive. That's something.
Issue. So this person is probably better to just pick up their shit and move to a different part of the fucking world, because you're not gonna. You can't imagine living in a small town.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Driving that car.
Yeah, everyone would be like the worst kept secret as well. I'd be like, oh no, and it'd just be all over.
I feel like it almost has to be in a small town, right? Because anyone who's like jaded by like big city life, like doesn't even care enough to fucking like submit. Am I the asshole? It's like, no, you know who the asshole is. You fucking deal with it, and you fucking kick them to the curb. But it's like, oh, I'm from fucking like Hacksaw, fucking Arkansas, and there's 7 people in my town. My husband's fucking all 3 males. And it's like.
There too? It is a terrible town.
Jeff loves
They've
Hacksaw.
got 3 teeth between them.
Yeah, am I the asshole fucking
Why do you think Jeff?
Ronnie
Why do you think
had
Jeff
huge
was so
neck.
Why do you think Jeffrey was so popular in the mountains?
Yeah. Broke back.
Hi, Ricky.
All right, we should probably wrap it up because it's been a bit of a car crash, kind of like this one. We will see you, Rip Ed. Yeah, R.I.P. NH. And we will see you hopefully with Vera next week, but we will be back again. We're gonna lose everybody again. Christina's remained with us. I'm impressed. Thank you, Christina. We can keep it. We can keep it going. The boys, not so much. The boys, not so much.
I've been a good girl.
Yeah, you've been a good girl. You've been a good girl. And we didn't talk about Brittany, so she's a happy girl today. Just for you. Just for you. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next week. Until then, don't fuck anyone's wife or
Don't fuck
husband.
your
Don't drive through their house.
Just don't do anything.
Don't fuck your sister's
Just don't do
husband.
anything in today's show, basically, and you'll be a good person. Right? I think it'll be okay. See
Don't
ya.
fuck your brother. When are those going to change?